what's the point of making content if nobody's going to fucking watch it? You know what I'm talking about? What's the point of making content if no one's going to watch it? What's the point of making a video if YouTube's just going to white suppress my videos anyway, huh? What's the point of being the internet clown if nobody can see me being the internet clown? It's very redundant and a wasted effort. Am I not getting subscribers because my content sucks? Because I'm a fucking loser? Yeah, probably. You need to tell me because you're the genius. Why? Why am I staying the same? Huh? Is it because YouTube is suppressing my videos or is it because my content sucks? Now, I don't want anyone who's biased answering that question. Okay? I need real answers from real people. These are serious questions that need answering. So why the fuck am I making content if no one's watching it? Is it because I suck or is it because Susan Wojcicki is fucking suppressing my channel? It's one or the fucking other. It can't be both. It can never be both. The world is black and white. Literally. Skin color and stuff like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DarthNews. Today we're going to try something a little bit new, or I'm going to try something new because I'm driving across state lines and I am bored out of my goddamn mind and I don't know what to do. Since I can't make a real video, I figured I'd just do a little story for you, a little story time with Darth. Darth story time. No relation to drag story time hour or whatever, but this is story time with Darth. Yeah, so just go with it. So just sit back and you can close your eyes, I guess. But I guess it all starts with this. I wanted to talk about it because the other day I had a nightmare. And I woke up in like a sweat, and at first I thought I was sick. I was like, oh my God, but I wasn't sick. I was just like sweating in my nightmare. But the thing is, it wasn't exactly a nightmare. You see, it was actually a memory replaying as a dream. So it was like a real life nightmare. And I thought I had locked it away in the deepest depths of my memory banks, lost to all time, to never be remembered. But for some reason, out of nowhere, and this story, mind you, took place 12 years ago? 2011. It was 11 years ago. 10 years ago. So a decade ago. And I haven't thought about this in a decade. I haven't thought about this event that took place, this crazy shit that happened to me in over a decade. Not once have I thought about it. And then I had a random nightmare, and it was actually the real life scenario that played out in my dream. So anyway, I feel like I just want to talk about this crazy moment in my life, yeah, I don't know. I'm bored. Like, look, I'm fucking bored, and I'm literally driving like 600 miles right now. So this is how I want to kill my time for at least the next 20 minutes or whatever. So, yeah, that's also the reason why you're going to hear a muffle in the back of the audio. You're gonna hear that. That's because I'm driving a Camaro and it's pretty fucking loud. All right. So have any of you had a moment in your life that was just like, what? No way this is happening right now. There's no way this is actually happening right now. I guess to be more specific, when it comes to someone you're attracted to, someone you're like you just met. Like you just met, and you're just like, oh my God, I think I'm in love. Like I legitimately think I'm in love. Is that possible? Because she didn't look at me yet, so I don't know if she loves me, but like I definitely love her. That kind of like, whoa. Takes your breath away. And not only do you see this person that's like the person of your dreams, they walk up to you and they want to talk to you out of nowhere. They just walk up to you and start a conversation. And you're like, is this like for real happening right now? Because why do you want to talk to me? I'm sorry. Girls like you don't talk to guys like me. That just doesn't happen. So if you've ever experienced this in some way or another in your life, let me know in the comments below. So this happened to me, and I'm at a bar. It's called a Gestalt. It's like the local bar in San Francisco where all the college kids at the university go to have drinks. In between classes, after class. Basically anytime, really, because college kids get fucked up all the time for no reason at all. That's not the point. But we were all out having drinks, and it's like 2 p.m. Okay, it's like 2 p.m. and it's a Sunday. Sorry, it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. I remember specifically it's a Saturday because it's the only day the pool tables are open. So it's Saturday and it's 2 p.m. But it's a dive bar, so it's dark inside, dimly lit, and I just see the girl of like what I believe at the time to be my dreams, the girl of my fucking dreams. And she spots me from across the bar, and she just walks right up to me. Like right up to me, and I was like, I didn't know she was walking up to me or like next to me, but she walks right up to me, makes eye contact, and then like adjusts herself, like, you know, chest at the, like stomach towards the bar, like she's gonna ask for a drink, but her elbow is touching my elbow. Like, there's no one at the bar. I'm just like, oh, okay, holy shit, oh my god, I have a boner, ooh, I got a boner. Not really, I don't get boners in public anymore. That was a phase, and I grew out of that, you know, around the age 22, 23. That. All right, but in all seriousness, I could not believe that this amazing, I mean, as far as I know, physically amazing woman, I don't know who she is yet, but is talking to me, and I'm just like trying to my brain is trying to like catch up, like comprehend like what is happening, because when I say like Victoria's Secret, like supermodel, by the way, I don't mean like modern day Victoria's Secret model, of course not. I don't mean the fat ones or the trans ones. I mean like the 2010, you know, Miranda Kerr, you know, Adriana Lima. She was that gorgeous. She was blonde, and I never really had a thing for blondes personally. But this one was just like, oh my, I think I made my point. I'm a dirty dog. I'm a dirty dog. So, you know, we start talking. She orders me a shot of tequila. I buy a round of, I think, a Dos Equis or Tecate, or one of those beers that goes with tequila. And we just started hitting it off. She was an actress in a grade above me at the same university that I went to. So she was like, oh my god, you're an actor, all this and that. Like, well, you know, who's your teacher? We were just, you know, talking, casual talk, you know, like, it was just very unusual because she was so gorgeous, and I never really had a problem talking to women. Like, that's not really been like a problem for me, but women like this, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a whole different ballgame. So I can tell that she is like 100% into me, and I'm into her. And for some reason, like I said, I never had a problem talking to women, but I had no problem talking to this woman. When I saw her across the room, oh man, my balls went up into my stomach. I didn't have the balls to go talk to her because, like, the fear of rejection was just so overwhelming. I was like, nope, fuck that. Nope, I'm just gonna not do that. And maybe I should have listened to my intuition there, but I didn't. And I couldn't believe how easy I was having a conversation with this woman, this girl. You know, we were like 20 years old, 21 at the time. We were just turned 21 that year. So it was 2011. Yes, so that was when I was 21. Anyway, that's not the point. So she starts like flirting with me. She's doing a whole hair twirl thing, you know, where like girls twirl their hair and they blow a bubble and they pop it and they're like, oh my god, you look so sexy. She was giving me the fuck look, you know. All right, there's a car tailing my ass right now, and I'm not in the mood to race. So I drive a very fast sports car, and everybody thinks I want to race them. I don't. I'm not interested in getting a ticket. Thank you. So let me just get around this car before I continue with my story. Move. Blah, 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 blah. All right, bitch, go ahead. Okay, you little speed demon, have fun getting that ticket. Okay, so we're hitting it off, and she's like, you want to get out of here? I'm like, yeah, sure. It's like, you know, it's like 3 p.m. at this point. I'm like, we got like the whole day. Like, what do you want to do? Is there anything like specific you want to do? And she's like, well, we could like go to like Sonoma. Sonoma County is like where they have all the vineyards, and she wanted to go wine tasting and shit. And I was like, that actually sounds like a good idea because this is like my sophomore year in California. So I've only been there for a year and a half at this point. I didn't really do the sightseeing yet around the area. I didn't really get to know the area until a few years really later. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go for an adventure. Let's travel. Let's just do it. And she's like, okay, like, do you have a car? And I was like, oh yeah, no, I live in the dorms. No, I don't have a car. She's like, oh, well, can you like get a car? And she said it kind of just like that, with a little bit of a pushy attitude about it. And I was like, oh, I mean, like, yeah, I was just trying to impress her. I was like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, I can get a car. Sure, you know, I worked a job like an after school job, so I had money to rent a car. You know, I didn't really have a whole lot of expenses besides like food, basically, and college and tuition. But besides that, yeah, I could afford a day trip. So I go to the ATM and I withdraw $100, and we go to the Enterprise, or it was a Hertz. We went to a Hertz. Not that matters whatsoever, but just to be specific with the details, we went to a Hertz, and it turns out to rent a car for 24 hours was around $350. So it was about $150 deposit, and then like an extra $150 for the rental, and you had to fill up the whole tank. You know how to rent a car. And this is my first time renting a car. And the dude's like, well, you can't really rent this car, sir, because you're 21, you have to be 25. And I was like, God damn it. Why did I never know this before? Well, because I never tried to rent a car. So we go out and we just kind of go hunting for people to rent a car. And she uses her pretty fucking blue eyes and her, impeccable fucking smile and porcelain skin and cleavage, mind you, cleavage, to get the attention of an elder gentleman who must have been like in his 40s. Like he was like a silver fox. And she was just like, she just immediately like had him under her thumb. And I was like, did she do that to me? Did I just watch this bitch do the same thing to me that she did? Wait, what? And then I was like, no, because she wanted to hang out with me, so this is different. So she got the guy to go in there and rent a fucking car. Like, so just to drive home the point of how beautiful this girl is, she got a random stranger, a man, to simp for her on the streets and just threw down the money on pulled on his credit card and paid for the whole fucking thing, and got insurance on the car, which I was not going to pay for. So this dude bought us our car, he pretended to drive it out of the garage, and then we got in it and we fucking left, and we were like, fuck it. And he was like, anything happens, you stole the car. And we're like, cool. So we just fucking left. That was what we went with. So we're driving up to Sonoma, and she starts acting kind of funny. I'm like, in my head, I didn't say it out loud, in my head I'm like, all right, I'm starting to notice some like characteristics, some tics that are happening. And I'm like, it seems like she's getting more and more fucked up, but like, we're not drinking. Like we had like 3 drinks at the bar, and at this point that was like an hour and a half ago, or an hour and a half. And I'm like, how are you getting more like ditzy, more dumber? Is that a word? No, I'm not dumb. Doesn't matter. So I'm like, why is she starting to get like, so she was getting frisky and she was just saying stupid shit like let's just fucking drive to Canada. And I was like, well, why do you want to do that? She's like, let's just keep, like, why not? Let's just keep driving north. Like, we got nothing holding us down. I'm like, actually, I do. Like, I go to school, I go to college and shit. Like, I got class tomorrow morning, mind you, so I kind of gotta be back, you know. And she's like, no, it'll be fine. Like, let's just drive until like 9 p.m. And I was like, that's like 5 hours of driving to where? And like, that's also a lot of gas. So I'm just like, why do you want to just go from a local bar, to in a car to just drive to fucking Canada? Did you murder somebody? Are you running from the police? Did you rob a bank? What the fuck did you do? Why do you want me to drive you to Canada? And not just that. She says, why stop in Canada? Let's just go to Alaska, because I've always wanted to visit Anchorage. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to Alaska. I've seen 30 Days of Night, thank you, and I have no intention of going there. Number 2, it's fucking Alaska. So as each minute that passes, I am literally looking at her and I am noticing that she is getting crazier. And I mean, like, right in front of my fucking eyes, she's becoming a psycho. Like, she just starts doing the whole, waving her, so imagine she's in the passenger seat, she just starts waving her hands in the sky, she rolled down the windows, and then she rolled back the sunroof, and she stuck her hands out the sunroof, and then she stood up out of the sunroof, and this is like a little fucking, like one of those little box cars, those stupid fucking, with the hamster commercial, you know what I'm talking about, I can't remember, one of those stupid box cars, and she's standing out the fucking sunroof. I'm like, because the whole roof is kind of like a sunroof, it's like a weird, one of those weird things. And I'm just like, can you sit down, please? Like, we're passing cops, we're on the freeway. Like, just sit down. Like, we're on the freeway. Like, why are you out of? Like, I get it if you're like cruising through like a town or like a main street in a city, but not on the fucking freeway. Get in the car. And she wasn't getting in the car, so I'm just like, what do I fucking do? So I literally yanked on her, and she like slapped my hand and was like, don't ever touch me. And I'm like, I just need you to sit down. I just need you to sit in the car, please. Just sit down. So she's like, okay, fine. You're such a fucking party pooper. And like, she went from like this articulate, intelligent girl, sorry. I say woman just to be respectful. She was a woman, a young woman. She went from this like intelligent, beautiful specimen to this just belligerent, rude, nasty, just human being. Like, what the, like, she just starts demanding me around. Like, oh my God, I don't get it. Why can't you just drive to fucking Alaska? Like, seriously, if you're not gonna drive to Alaska, or at least fucking like Canada, then just pull over and drop me off, and I'll fucking hitchhike. Okay, I'll get a fucking ride. And I'm like, I looked, I was like, are you joking? Like, are you pranking me? Like, are you pulling my leg? Because like, I just met you, and I told her this. Like, I just met you. I don't know if like you're fucking with me or not. I don't know you. I have no idea. Like, is this are you fucked up? Like, what are you on? And she's like, oh, well, why didn't you just ask? She's like, I'm on fucking Molly. So she had like a bag, like a Ziploc baggie, full. It looked like it was just like stuffed with vitamins, like vitamin pills, supplements, but they were Molly pills. I'm like, oh my fucking God. We are driving in a car that we, if anyone finds out we stole, I don't even have a California driver's license. I don't even know who the fuck you are, and you have that much illegal fucking drugs in my car. No. So I'm just like, I'm mad at this point. I'm mad. Like, I'm down to party. Like, I'm down, but like, are you gonna like let me know that you have that much fucking weight on you? Do you know how much prison time I could do for that? Any idea? So this bitch is just all of a sudden just a literal psycho, and I've lost my patience. So I'm just like, look, I'm gonna pull over to the nearest motel, and we're just gonna chill there until we all calm down and stuff, and it'll be cool. And she's like, no, fucking go to fucking Canada. And I was like, look, this car needs to be back tomorrow. So going to Canada doesn't make any sense. Just call them and extend your rental. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And now I'm talking to her like I'm fighting with her, arguing with her, talking down to her as if she's like my little brother. Like she's like a fucking idiot that I work with. And I'm like, no, you fucking idiot. I went from being like shell-shocked, like can't even fucking move, like I couldn't even speak because I thought she was so incredible, to telling her to literally shut the fuck up. I'm the one driving the car. This is what we're doing. But anyway, so I find this motel. It's like this rundown motel, but it's like in a very nice area in Sonoma. So we made it to Sonoma, and the sun is just kind of setting because it's like in the fall. So it's like right around magic hour, like 7, 8 o'clock. 7, yeah, it was around 7 o'clock. And I almost got 2 rooms because I almost like didn't want to deal with this bitch, and I was like, you know what? Maybe some good can come out of this. You know, maybe there's a silver lining in this somewhere. Maybe I can if I just be calm and patient and just listen to whatever she wants to talk about, maybe I could get lucky. Because at this point, yeah, go ahead, call me a misogynist, a fucking sexist, a fucking just a womanizer. I was a 21-year-old in college in California. Yeah, I was trying to get pussy. Big shocker. So I was like, you know what, maybe I can salvage this. Maybe if I just change my attitude and I pretend like, everything's cool and like I just go with the flow, maybe we can still smash, because I would totally still smash her. Like, that's not off the table. Because she's a psycho, but she's like a smashable psycho. She's not like Amber Heard. Like Amber Heard's like a basic bitch ugly psycho. She's like a basic white bitch psycho. But this is like a basic Victoria's Secret supermodel psycho. So I still wanted to smash, that's the point. So I was like, all right, so we get the room, she turns on the TV, and she puts on fucking porn. She literally orders porn. I'm in the bathroom, because I had to pee really bad, and I didn't stop once the whole way there. It's like a 2-hour drive. So I'm in the bathroom peeing, and she had already ordered a porno. Yes. Like already, and it's this BDSM stepbro, stepsister fucking porno. I'm like, what in the fuck did you... She's like, oh, it was only $26.99. I'm like, you spent $26. Okay, so this bitch spent $26 on a porno that's 30 minutes long. And I was like, did you use your card? Or who did you put in your card? She's like, no, I just called the front desk. I was like, you called the front desk? Okay, and what did you say? I told them to put it on your card, the card that was on the room. Okay, and did you tell, like, what, so you told them what fucking movie you wanted to watch? Because I was in the bathroom, the door is like paper thin, I didn't hear you say anything. You're telling me you called the fucking front desk and told them you want to watch fucking BDSM stepbrother sister porn, and you put it on my card? How the fuck am I going to walk out there and check out with this with a straight face? You have tainted my image, you fucking... So I'm like, I'm mad, but again, I'm aware that I'm mad, so I'm pulling it back because I still want to smash. So I'm like, Darth, smash, yes. That was the only thing on my mind. So I man it up. I man the fuck up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I don't want to look like I'm a fucking weirdo. Not that I care, but I was like, also, I don't want to. Who the fuck spends $30 on porn? Nobody. It's $1 a minute for a 30-minute. No. So I went to the front desk, and it was of course it was a woman. So it wasn't like a dude would understand. This girl was like, and I was like, hey, I just called her my girlfriend. I was like, my girlfriend. She's really fucking drunk, and she just thought it was funny to pull a prank and like order this porno. Can you please reverse the charge? She's like, sorry, sir. Once it's been ordered, it's like it seals the deal. It seals the deal. Like there's nothing I can do. Blah 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 blah. And now in my college years, I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Just for the record, it's been years since I smoked a cigarette. I'm not a fan of those anymore. But at the time, I smoked a lot because I was in San Francisco. And I was rebelling against all the rules that I had living at home when I was a kid. So I was a smoker, and I was like, I'm gonna smoke like 2 or 3 fucking cigarettes. Hopefully she just chills out. So I spent like a half an hour outside after I talked to the front desk lady, and she couldn't refund my money. So I was like pissed off, and I just went and I chain smoked. Like, what am I gonna fucking do? What am I gonna do? Like, how do I like de-escalate the situation? Because now I'm like thinking, all right, let's just focus on trying to get back to the dorms, back home, instead of trying to get laid. That might be the smart decision. Like, the little devil and angels like showed up on my shoulder, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to the angel on this one. I should probably just find a way to get home because this is just getting too weird for me. Like, I knew she was on Molly, and like at this point in my life, I've done Molly, ecstasy, shrooms, I've done it all. But like, I just did not want to do it that day or in that fashion, in that manner. Like, no, like I don't want to do Molly when it's 110 degrees outside in the middle of fucking Sonoma County. No thanks. I don't want to die of a heat stroke, let alone the fact that I have fucking school the next day and I have to have these lines memorized because I'm in acting school, whatever. Anyway, so I take my time smoking the cigarettes, and I approach the door to our room, and I'm just like hoping to God, like, she's just laying on the bed passed out, or she's just chilling, she's just like coming down, or like, just chilling the fuck out, because it was like, I'm not a babysitter. At 21 years old, I don't know how to babysit a stranger, no matter how pretty she is. Like, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I give up. I throw in the towel. This is a cruel trick played by God. There's no other reason somebody would do this except for their own amusement. So I hope God is amused that like the fucking girl of my dreams turned out to be a fucking psychopath. But that's just, I guess, the way it is with most pretty girls. Unfortunately, all crazy, no brain or something like that. So I stand at the door and I take like a deep breath. And I'm like, okay. And I do a little knock, just to like let her know I'm coming in. Like, I was gonna come in anyway, but I just did the knock before I like put the key in, and didn't hear anything. So I just opened the door gently. I don't see her at all in the room anywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't see her leave the room, but in a matter of a second, maybe a half a second, I got a fucking a whiff, a big old waft of fucking smoke, like cigarette smoke, right in my face. And again, at this time I smoke cigarettes, but I have never been a fan of cigarettes indoors. That's just me. Sometimes a bar smell with cigarettes is kind of nostalgic, and I don't mind it. It's like the smell of gasoline, fresh cut grass, or a cigar, so it's cool. But overall, I don't like the smell of cigarettes indoors, ever. So I was just like, motherfucker, and it wasn't, okay, get this, wasn't even a smoking room. I intentionally got the non-smoking room just so I didn't have to smell cigarette smell inside, because I fucking hate it. It grosses me out. Yes, even though I was a smoker. So I'm just like, this bitch smoked in the room and she peaced out. So I like grab the key and I storm out the door, and I'm walking around the entire motel, and I don't see her anywhere. I can't find her anywhere. I'm like, this is bad. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe this is good. Maybe I could just leave and pretend like I never met up with her. Like I just never knew her, because she's so fucked up. I could literally just leave right the fuck now, and she would be forced to figure it out. I mean, she has a phone. It was one of those Blackberries because it was way back in the day, but she had a phone. She could have called AAA or anybody to pick her up, or so, I don't know. She had a means to get out of the situation if she wanted to. So I was like, I'm just gonna bail on this bitch. I don't know where she is. She's fucking up my life. She's fucking up the room. She's fucking up everything. I just want to get out of here because she is bad news. And again, this was just terrible news for me. I was fucking heartbroken, and I was like mad. I actually got mad. I was like, you dumb bitch. Like in my head, I'm like, you fucking bitch. Like we could have had something special, but you one crazy ass bitch. You know that scene from Rush Hour 2? Yeah, basically in a nutshell. That's it. Chris Tucker said it well. So I can't find her, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave. That's that. I'm out. I'm fucking out. She had her chance. Can't find her. I don't know where she went. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's nothing but like, and we're surrounded by thousands of acres or miles, square footage of wine fields. It's like there's nothing here. Where did she go? Turns out she was in the bathtub with the curtain closed, laying in the bathtub. Okay, she's laying in the bathtub with her pants on and her top off, and she is smoking a cigarette, and she's just chilling, like splish splash. I was taking a bath, like with rubber duckies and shit. That's what she's doing. And I'm like, oh, are you? I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, come in on you. She's like, oh, come in. She's like, just come in here. I'm like, no, I just made up my mind that I don't want to have sex with you, but now you're really making that hard to stick to that plan. So, okay, fine. So I was like, what's up? So I stepped in, into the bathroom, and she like moves the curtain aside, and she's like, you can look at me if you want. I'm like, I'm not looking at her. I'm like looking at the ceiling, I'm looking at the floor, I'm like making just direct eye contact with her, like, and holding it so she knows I'm not like, you know, looking somewhere I shouldn't. And she's like, you know you can totally look at me, right? Like, don't be a fucking faggot. I'm like, what the fuck? Like dropping the hard at calling me a faggot because I'm trying to be respectful? Okay. All right. Now, I wanted to, like, hate fuck her at this time. At this moment, I literally wanted to hate fuck her. I wanted to strangle her and fuck her to death. But I was like, no, and I started to walk away, and she's like, hey, don't get mad at me for saying this, guys. I'm just telling you the story. But she's like, where are you going, faggot? And I was like, oh, okay. And I turn around, and she's standing up. She's standing up in the bathtub, okay? Standing up, and okay, this is a little bit sexual, so no kids should be watching my channel, period. But she starts taking off her fucking jeans that are soaking wet, and she, by the way, she has no spare clothes, no extra change of clothes, no nothing. She doesn't have check shit, so she just got her only pair of clothes soaking wet, and she takes them off, and I mean she takes it all off, panties, everything, and I'm just like, oh dear Lord, help me God, please help me Lord. I was not a praying man. But I was praying that God would help me through this moment because I did not know what to do. I was young, dumb, full of cum, and ready to fucking do it, baby. Didn't care how crazy she was, but I did. That was the thing. I actually did care. And God somehow gave me the strength to be like, I'm gonna sit out here and wait for you to get dressed. And I got the towel hanging off the door, and I handed it to her. I was like, here's a towel. She took the towel and she just drops it in the fucking tub. Just drops the towel right in the tub. I'm like, okay. All right, okay, you don't want to be dry. Okay, got it, cool. So I walked out, sat down in one of the chairs next to like the desk where they have the pens and stuff for like, in every motel room there's a desk. So I sit down at the desk, and she comes out smoking a brand new cigarette, right? And she's still naked, hair dripping wet, body dripping wet, like she didn't even shake her body off, dripping wet. I'm sitting there on my phone, just like texting my friend, like, dude, this bitch is fucking crazy. And she comes around, she wraps her arms around me, and I'm just like, oh, it was cold and wet, and like, that usually would make me be like, yo, we're doing this right now, but I was like, get off me. I recoiled. I was like, ugh, I was like, get off me. And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She takes her cigarette. Listen to what I'm saying to you. She takes her cigarette, and she burns me on my fucking back, through my shirt. She burns a hole through my shirt and literally causes a visible burn and a blister on my back with the cigarette. I didn't know what the fuck happened because I didn't expect her to do that. And even if like someone does like bump their cigarette into you, it's like it's a whole thing. It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You see like the red cherry of the cigarette fall out and kind of like it just makes like sparks, and it's like a my bad, won't do that again. But because she didn't address it, she did it maliciously. It wasn't like she accidentally bumped me. She fucking burned me while I was looking at my phone, and she's behind me, and she burned my back. At first, it felt like something sharp was like sticking into my back, like she was like pointing a knife at me or something, or stabbing me with a knife or something sharp. And then like it felt like really cold. And then I was like, oh, and then I felt the heat of the cigarette because it finally it took a second for my brain to register what pain exactly I was feeling because I wasn't looking at what was affecting my body. I wasn't looking at what was touching me. So my brain was just trying to guess what the fuck it was. Like if you've ever seen the movie The Punisher with Thomas Jane, when he hangs the dude upside down by the chain, and he has the blowtorch, and he has a popsicle in one hand and the blowtorch in the other hand, and he's using the blowtorch but not actually burning the guy. He's like aiming it away from the guy, but he's using the popsicle to like rub on his back, and the guy thinks that he's burning his back even though it's a popsicle. So it kind of went from like, ow, ow, ow! And when it registered, I stood up and I yelled at the top of my lungs. Like, I have never yelled at anybody. Look, I got 3 sisters, all younger than me. I have never once yelled at them with the same tone and veracity and just anger in my voice than I did with this fucking bitch that burned me with a cigarette. I've never raised my voice on a woman like that, ever. But I stood up and I just fucking, I dropped the seat. I was like, you're a dumb cunt, you're manipulative. And the reason why I really want to tell you the story is because it's like my own personal experience of like an Amber Heard. It's like I experienced a Barnwitch. And back to the story. So I was yelling at her in her face, I was in her face. I'm sorry, you're burning me with a cigarette? And I know this sounds just like the Johnny Depp scenario, but this legitimately happened. This actually happened. And she goes, what, you're not into kink? And I'm like, kink? Burning me with a cigarette? Kink is a mutual thing. You need to make sure like I'm cool with it before you fucking burn me. No, I don't like to be burned with wax. I don't like to be burned with anything. Fucking hot Cheetos are too hot for me. So no, bitch, I don't want to be burned with a cigarette when I'm not ready for it, let alone ever. And before I could even finish spitting out my last sentence, she knees me right above the groin, like right in the gut. But thank God she missed my balls, but like she was going for my balls. She just aimed a little high. Next time, aim for the head. Get it? Thanos? Never. Anyway, she knees me right in the fucking family jewels. And I like lose my breath because I just was like, what the fuck is happening? So I said, fuck you, good luck with your life, and I fucking peel out. Whoa, shit, cars. Oh, fuck, traffic. Ah! Yeah, speaking of peeling out, I just had to peel out of a sticky situation. Sorry, I am driving while talking to you guys. Fortunately, I'm not recording a video, just audio. So I peel out, and I'm just like, bye, bitch. Never saw her again. Get it? I never saw her again. When I say never, I mean never. This is my sophomore year of college. I was in college for 6 years, so the next 4 years at that university, I never once saw her face again. Never. It was like she was a figment of my imagination, but I still have the burn mark to prove it. But yeah, I don't know why I never saw her again. Especially because she was in the same department as me. She was in the film department, in the acting department, in like the screenwriting department. Like we had similar teachers. I never once saw her again. So I don't know if she like actively like was always looking out for me and just ducking and dodging every time like I would like pop over the horizon, or if she just fucking left, or maybe she fucking died. I honestly don't know, and it kind of haunts me to this day that I don't know what happened to this girl. And if it was all just a figment of my imagination, if it was like, if I slipped into some parallel reality or different dimension, or I don't know, but it's crazy. And I got plenty more crazy stories where that came from, so don't you worry. Darth has a whole bunch of crazy shit that's happened to him over the years, and nothing like really worth anyone's time to listen to. But if you're not really doing anything and you want to hear me rant about moments in my life, crazy moments in my life, I think I'm going to start making this a new segment, Story Time with Darth. So, or Darth Story Time. Well, it's going to be one of those. We'll figure it out. You let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, guys. I do appreciate it. You are the best. And the best of the best are my Patreon members. I owe you guys everything. You guys have provided me with so much, and you've allowed me to continue doing this weird shit on YouTube, like my channel is kind of like a box of chocolates. This super weird, random, cringy shit that I do on YouTube. You guys on Patreon are allowing me to continue pursuing this YouTube journey, and I mean this with all sincerity and with all my heart. I do appreciate every one of you, no matter how little the donation. It means everything, and I mean that when I say that. It means everything. I always say what I mean and mean what I say, unless I don't say something I mean, because I'm being mean and I'm not in the right state of mind or something. I don't know. But I'm here because of you guys. At the end of the day, I'm here because of you. And I really appreciate all you guys listening. I used to think like my videos were too long and why am I ranting about all this stuff? Like no one wants to listen to my rants. And I never really looked at my stats. And recently, as in like a couple hours ago, I looked at my stats for the last 28 days. And my attention span for my audience went from 8 minutes, an average of 8 minutes per video, up to the monthly average of 18 minutes and like 30 or 40 seconds. So I know my videos can be like sometimes 40 minutes long, but an average view duration of 18 minutes is incredible. I'm truly humbled. Even though my channel gets minimal views, I get no traction, I hardly get any subscribers. It just means so much to me, knowing and seeing that my stats are pretty low. My numbers are low, I ain't doing too hot on YouTube. But in spite of all that, to see that you guys are watching the content that I'm putting out almost all the way through is incredible. To see those numbers so high, to see your attention span so high for my content means I'm gonna keep doing it because you're watching it. If I made a 40-minute video and you guys like only averaged like a minute, like that's a waste of everyone's time. Like that's a waste of my time. It's obviously a waste of your time because you're not gonna. Well, it actually wouldn't be a waste of your time because you would just skip the whole thing. But it'd be a waste of my time. If I saw like you guys weren't staying on my page or my videos for more than a minute, I wouldn't be doing this. But seeing that you guys are hanging out on my videos for an average of 18 minutes is incredible. And I wish I could just give you guys a big Darth hug. Literally, I'm giving you one right now. And if I touch your ass, don't tell HR, because my HR department is totally fucked. If I touch your ass, it's gonna be friendly. So, anyway, whatever. Just don't forget to pull out. That's POOL. And yeah, make sure you just like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And go to my merch store and yeah, buy some merch. I'll send some stickers anywhere in the world for free. That's right, for free. Oh no, Mr. Chang, for free. I want the thing for free. Oh, Mr. Chang. No, you don't give me for free. You said $4.50. This is a business. We have a contract. You cannot do that. Welcome aboard. This is your captain speaking. Thank you all for choosing Darth Airlines. Today I will be flying this bitch right into the middle of transgender SJW territory, so please buckle up, like, share, and subscribe, and remember, no drugs were used during the making of this video.
Hey, fucking off there. Yeah, yeah. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch.